Hey guys, I'm Dr. Steve Silvestro, pediatrician and host of the Child Repair Guide podcast. If you have a baby who is 3 or 4 weeks old, you may have noticed that she started to seem very fussy and gassy. It might even seem like she's been in a lot of pain lately. And it can be really distressing for us as parents to watch this. But I'm here to tell you that this is a really common thing, and for most babies, this will pass. So we're going to talk about why it happens and what you can do to help your baby feel better. Before we dive in, if you are on YouTube, hit the subscribe button. If you're on Facebook, don't forget to hit like. And this way you can be sure to get a lot more great videos on parenting and raising your kids from the Child Repair Guide. So when I see babies who are newborns and are coming in for their very first visit at the pediatrician's office, a lot of families say, "He's a great baby. He only cries when he's hungry or when he's dirty." And in the back of my mind, I'm thinking, just wait a few weeks. Because for most babies, as they approach 3 or 4 weeks of age, they start to have a lot of tummy upset, and they seem to be really gassy and upset. And this is because there are two things that are happening. The first is that your baby is now developing a lot of the normal bacteria in the gut that help to keep us healthy and help to digest food. When babies are first born, there are very few of those bacteria there. And the volume and variety of those good bacteria develop in the first several months of life. So as that bacteria in the gut changes, you're going to see that there will be changes in how your baby handles food, how gassy he might be, and later on, even the color and the frequency and texture of the poops that come out. The second thing is the bigger thing. And that is that as your baby approaches 1 month of age, she's going to become a lot more awake and aware. So she may be awake for an hour or an hour and a half in between all of her feedings. So a lot different than it was when she was a newborn. But becoming a lot more awake and aware means that your baby is going to be eating more vigorously, crying more vigorously, and therefore swallowing a lot more air and creating more gas. But also being more awake and aware means that he's going to be noticing that gas a lot more. He's going to be paying a lot more attention to his own body. The problem is that the nervous system is still immature for the first 2 to 3 months of life. So any uncomfortable feeling turns the whole nervous system on, and your baby gets to be tense and tight and red and angry. But there are a few things that you can do to help. Besides trying to burp more frequently, not just after a feeding, but maybe even before or during a feeding, you can also massage your baby's belly in a clockwise direction. You can bicycle your baby's legs to help some of that gas come out. You can try to feed your baby at an angle so the air goes up and the food stays down. There are also drops that you can find over the counter, like gripe water and simethicone, and they work sometimes. They're worth a try. The real fix to this is the more frustrating and annoying answer of time. As your baby gets to be 5, 6, 7 weeks old, then her nervous system is going to become a lot more used to that gas. She'll still be just as gassy. You can hear her pass gas from down the hall, but she's going to be a lot more used to it, and it's not going to bother her quite so much. So while you're waiting for her to get used to this gas and this discomfort, in the meantime, you can do those things to help her feel a little bit better. But to help you feel better about all of this, the most important thing is to know that this will get better. For some babies, if they are still really in a lot of distress as they approach 2 months of age, that is when some pediatricians may start to entertain the idea that your baby has acid reflux. And that's a whole different conversation. So if your baby is going to be 1.5 months, 1 3/4 months, and still in a lot of distress, then go and talk to your doc about whether or not she may or may not have some reflux. If you found this helpful, then once again, make sure you hit subscribe if you are on YouTube, hit the like button on Facebook, check out the Child Repair Guide podcast, and in the meantime, I hope that you and your family can be well and have fun.